is emotionally, where a partner is emotionally unavailable. And I must tell us this, women, we really subject ourselves. Majority of the time, women subject themselves to this kind of relationship. Women, they have, some of them have this, they lack this self-love. I don't want to use the word self-esteem, they lack self-esteem, because self-esteem has really been overflowed. And when you're talking about self-esteem sometimes, and you talk about pride, it's really ego-based. It is not really talking about the love that is supposed to be underneath while we're talking about self-esteem. So self-love, let's say self-love, they lack self-love. They just go with anything. Such people go with any flow. Anything happens. If they see a man and they like what the man does, they don't even care. They don't even want to get to know who that person is. They just go with the flow. They fall in love. They think they are in love. The fondness they have as friends, they turn into love. And even if the person is maltreating them, they just go because they are benefiting from that kind of relationship. So it happens a lot. So where the other partner is emotionally unavailable and he's out there doing whatever he got to do, you're trying to make that relationship work, but the other person doesn't care. You're putting your all in that relationship, but the other person does not care. So that is that emotionally unavailable kind of relationship, kind of partners. It happens a lot. Now the third one I want to talk about is the ultimate relationship. And the ultimate relationship is the godly kind of relationship. It is a relationship where two people fall in love on a soul level. You are not looking at the physical attributes of that person. You don't know why you are in love with this person. You don't have an idea. On a normal day, if you're thinking of going by, the standard of how you've already pictured your man to be or your woman to be, that person is nowhere near that standard. But it is God that brings people together. It is God. The Bible says in Proverbs that you inherit houses, you inherit jobs from your parents, you inherit houses and wealth, but a honorable wife is given to you by God. So a honorable woman is given to you by God. So that ultimate kind of relationship is a relationship that is characterized by two people coming together, falling in love on a soul level. Now, another scenario is you see a king. You are in love with a king. You want a king, but you are falling in love with the bodyguard. You want a king. You want Prince Charming, but it is the bodyguard that you see night and day in your dreams everywhere. And you're like wondering, what the hell? You see, you want the king, but it's the bodyguard. You want the queen, it's the maid you're in love with. So that is the type of relationship, the ultimate relationship. But this type of relationship are people who have made up their minds to make it work. It is not one-sided. They've decided that no matter what, this relationship is going to thrive. No matter what, they understand their role as a couple. There is an effective communication process. They know that they have to respect themselves. They know their roles. The wife, you don't have to repeat as a woman, nobody is supposed to tell you what your role is in your marriage, in your relationship. As a man, nobody is supposed to tell you what you're supposed to be doing, because you have Christ up there telling you how you're supposed to behave in your relationship. So if you're in any relationship that is not based, that Jesus Christ is not the foundation, you better be running away. Remove your shoes, put that on your head and just run. Don't look back while you're running. Because really, you will look for it. You will look for that thing, that solid thing that puts you together. A man got in touch with me. He has been married for 15 years. He has 4 children. And this man told me that he had been nursing this feeling for a long time, but now he does not see his wife as the flesh of his flesh and the bone of his bone after 15 years. And he said that ever since they got married, he had felt that way. But the wife is so nice, the wife is so loving, and he really does not know what to do. I said, there is nothing you can do to keep loving her. You will look for that love. What will I say? Will I tell him to leave the woman? He said the woman is very, very loving, very nice, but he is not in love with her. And you see, sometimes we don't treat love, we treat love as, Nigerians, I'm talking from my own experience, Nigerians, we say, is it love we eat? I'm trying to interpret it literally. They say it in our language. They will ask you, like, if you see two couples falling in love, and maybe they are together, and maybe there is no, maybe the guy hasn't gotten a job yet, and the lady is struggling, but there is this special connection. Other people will say, yeah, is it love you're gonna eat? So by the time you get married to someone who will feed you and stuff you with food, you will start looking for that love outside. I've seen some women reach out to me and tell me, Toyin, this is the problem I'm having. Another lady who just started coaching, so got in touch with me. She told me that somebody else told her that she is not in love with her husband, that what answer should she give the lady? I said, what answer will you give her than to tell her to love her husband either way? She should go and look for it. But the truth is, Jesus Christ just has a way of just teaching us. No matter where we find ourselves, no matter the mistakes we have made in our lives, even if we are sitting here and thinking, oh yes, I'm in one of the other two categories, it really does not matter. Because that is why Jesus Christ has come, so that we can have it all in Him. He's not here just for your souls to really be saved so that you can make heaven. He's also here so that you can enjoy your life. Have all the millions you want. Have all the health you want. Have all the life you want. And a beautiful relationship with great children. That is why He has come to die. So we are supposed, as children and sons of God, to be living in heaven here on earth. That is the signs and the wonders that are supposed to be following us. And it starts with your relationship. Your relationship where you are right now, whether you are born again or not, is a mirror of your relationship with God. So if your relationship is not right with God, even in your marriage is going to mirror it back to you. So if something is not working well in your relationship, in your marriage, it means something is missing between you and God. It means something is missing in your relationship with God. So work your way back to God and let Him remove the problems from your life. I'm talking from a first-hand experience. I'm telling you. You see this girl that is standing here? My husband is sitting there. He can tell you how stubborn I am. I am so stubborn, and I don't want to talk about it. But really, like, he can really tell you, until God touched my life. Until God touched my life. God broke me. God broke me down. Every day He is breaking me. I had a fallout with a friend like 2 weeks ago. It was not really like we were exchanging words, no. But we were like talking to each other in a deep sense. And there was this negative energy that was hanging around. We did not talk about it. I actually did not want to talk about it. But anytime I thought about her or I see her on Facebook, I'll start feeling that energy. That energy of annoyance and anger. That energy of, she should have understood me. That energy of what was her business, what I was doing. So I felt that energy and I decided that, okay, Toyin, you'll be talking about relationship today. What will you be talking about when your relationship with that person is not like, straight? And I just took my phone. I sent her a message on WhatsApp. I'm like, this is what happened, and I'm really, really sorry. I apologize if I really, really misunderstood you and said things I was not supposed to say. Immediately, she had not replied me, but immediately I did that. There was a release in my spirit. There was a genuine release in my spirit, and I was happy. And I looked into the other part of me to see if there are other people that maybe I am holding an unknown grudge with. And I just said, God, I thank you for this release. And she replied me back, and she was really happy. And I said, doesn't it just feel good that we are so light? We don't have any negativity. And she said, yeah, it really does feel good. So, if you are light in your life, in your relationship, it's going to affect you positively. You will start radiating this positive energy. And there will be nothing that will stop you. You don't want any hindrances, any obstacles at all in any of your closets.